Hey, what's going on, Holy Culture family? What's up, positive people? It's B plus, and it is another video for the CHH 2K24. And I have a friend of mine, Bars and Beats Entertainment. Say what's up to the family.
What's Papadopoulos, peoples? What's going on?
Yeah, one of my favorite follows in this Christian hip hop space. Glad to have you back. We did this last year, but it was a little late. I think I was sick to start the year, and you had some stuff going on with school, and we got it late.
Yeah,
But this year we're actually doing it on time. So
let's
what you guys are
go.
gonna experience are Bars and Beats top CHH music videos of 2024. And I guess, is it really a top videos, or you just kind of put in your different buckets?
I would say these are top. These are definitely top 20. There were some other pretty good ones, but I think these are my top for sure. For sure, for
All
sure.
right. All right. Cool. Cool. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna walk through. He has 5 categories with 4 videos in each category. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna walk through these categories. I'm just gonna toss it to Bars, and he's gonna do his thing, and he's gonna walk us through these videos. So the first topic that we have coming up is frame that. So before we hop into frame that, just what are you thinking with this concept of frame that as it relates to music videos?
Okay, so something I like to say is that I look like I am Miles Morales, thus saying I have similarities in a lot of ways. Now, people might be wondering why I said that, but the creators of the Miles Morales movies, Into the Spider Verse, Across the Spider Verse, wanted to make their movie in a way that if you paused it, it would look like a part of a comic book, and that was kind of
Ah,
like the idea of like this like labeling is like if you were to pause any of these videos, like you could probably post it on Instagram and it just looks beautiful, or like these are really cool things you'd probably want up in your house or something like that, so or even in a museum. So that's kind of like the story behind this title for
okay.
this
Or
section.
or just like in the studio.
Yes, bro. Oh my
That would be
god,
fire. That would
totally.
be fire. So
That'd be so fire, bro.
let's go
Totally.
ahead and hop into this frame that section. These are again Bars and Beats picks. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Set my, yeah, set my distro key. I ain't verified this check for Shelly hit. Better perpetrate. Drip, let it percolate. Ops is the ops, they some bots, better terminate.
All right. All right. So that was the first one. Let's talk about that one really quick.
Okay, so Coop and Swayze dropped their Fire EP together, rap project. What is it? We Missed You. I love
Yeah.
that project. And this was the song Freestyle. So their music video was directed by Dalton, Nerds Creative Agency, I believe they are now. Some along those lines. And he doesn't usually do like these types of videos, and by that I mean a lot of his videos kind of have vibrant colors.
Hmm.
So this was kind of his first kind of more so grungy kind of feeling video. And for those who watch most of his directions or previously directed videos, they might not even realize this was him. So I had a lot of appreciation for it in that way. I really think it was really cool how the colors seemed so muted, but
Hmm.
yet it fit the style of the video so well. It felt very rap to me. And there are even some like shots he did in there that was super crazy. And I still haven't like understood like the way that he worked it out. I even like messaged him about some of the shots and he explained them. Um, or one of the shots per se. So yeah, that's what I loved about this video. It was more so just the feel and the
Okay.
aesthetic. It was very like this is one of the most one-to-one song in music videos that I think I've ever seen.
Mhm.
It just they
Okay.
meshed perfectly. They meshed perfectly to me. So
Nice.
that
Nice.
was this song for me.
Got it.
Or
Got it.
video.
Well, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So tough.
Bro, so good.
Lately I've been living low key. Some things better off for us on our own. Father, son, and spirit steadily been looking over me. Way too many counting on me, kept me going ghost, ghost.
All
Oh
right. All right. Man, What Up RG just has star power. And it's just like it's weird
man.
to say that because it's Christian hip hop, and this is either edifying the body or glorifying the body or just allowing music so we can have fun. But man, he
Yeah.
just has like a air about him. So let's talk about this video real quick.
Dude, seriously. Okay, so this is Johnny Clay's directing, and he just gets doper and doper with everything he does. I think he even worked with Young Thug recently, if I'm not mistaken, which is
Oh
kind of
wow.
crazy. Yeah, he's doing big things. So, this video stood out to me because it kind of looks like if Pinterest was a music video. And what I mean by that is like there's so many great shots in here that it's almost like almost don't want to listen to the song right now, but it's Rio, so I'm going to because I love this song so much.
Yeah.
But it's so many aspects of this that's beautiful to me, like very intentional directing, very intentional edits.
Yeah.
Kind of like because there's a part in the song where What Up RG is talking about where he's been and what he's been up to and like how he hasn't forgotten us. And he cuts to like the wedding of him and Cassandra, or
Yeah.
Johnny cuts to their wedding. And then he also cuts to the tour or the stop he was in Brazil where he's like performing. So it's like it's kind of showing like that personal Raul and then RG and like that
Ah,
duality between the two. And I think
I
he
like
did
it.
that very well within this music video. So that was another part that I loved about this video is just like the intentional edits in it as well, along with the gorgeous shots, bro. Like those stunning shots, bro. They were so good. They were so good.
Nice, nice. Rio is a beautiful place, man. They really captured that. Some of the architecture there as well. So, uh,
Facts.
let's keep going. Let's keep going. I like the direction.
Yes, sir.
Time. I remember just sitting there faded.
Oh,
Back to back, fight and face it. Cause my problems, I didn't wanna face it. Drown my sorrows, pop pills till I'm painless. Just probably a product of trauma. I numb it away, but I couldn't escape it.
whoa.
And I felt like my life worthless. I heard lies in my head, said to take it.
All
Woo!
right. High Brazel Titanium. Talk about it. Talk about it.
Dude, okay, so Isaiah Leroy directed this video, and he's actually there's almost I can't think of a thing that that guy doesn't do. I think he works with Aliens Alive now. I believe he's like one of their producers.
Ah.
Yeah, and he's an artist, so he sing like he's so talented.
Oh wow. I didn't
Um,
know all that.
yeah, he's like a one man band or crew. And I think the reason I chose this video is more so just because Ty Brassel is usually known for like his crazy visuals in the sense of like the edits are always insane. It's just super vibrant. This one felt more like a Daniel Craig 007 kind of film or music
Hey.
video where it's like these shots are so dynamic and it's like you appreciate it just as much as you appreciate the movie. Where it's like Ty Brassel's in his own world. He's like talking poetic and the video feels poetic in a way where it's like it's so peaceful and calm. So those two like combined to make like this great moment when you're viewing it, where it's like this video is almost exactly how Ty is in this very like song. So that's what I
Hmm.
loved about it, especially considering the colors, like the browns and like all that. It feels very luxurious. It feels like luxury to me just looking at
Yeah.
it. So I think that's what the song even sounds like. And that's what I loved about the Most High video.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the it was a staircase shot in there that was like it was pretty slick.
Dude,
Pretty slick.
yes! When he's shooting down, it's like all
Yeah.
those stairs above Ty. Bro,
Yeah.
that shot is so tough. That
Very
shot is
fire.
so tough, dude.
Very
It's so
fire.
tough.
Well, I think we have one more, right?
Yes.
Let's get into it.
Oh.
He's the greatest that anybody ever known. We took him and how we on our way up. Now we don't gotta live life alone. So everybody who say this all made up. Come Jesus name and just say hello.
Dude.
All right. All right. Let's talk about that one, man.
Okay, so this artist was Nick, and the video was directed by Hanson, formerly known as HZY. He used to direct some of 350 and A3's videos,
Okay.
and even No Excuse. And the reason I chose this video, I actually found out about Nick through one of Hanson's other platforms called The Curb, where they have like a yellow mic and like they
Oh,
perform their song and
yeah.
stuff like that.
I've
Bro, it's
seen
so
that
tough.
before.
Yes. So he won, I think, one of their the Curb song submitting things, and he won the music video. And this was the music video that Henson made for him. The reason I chose this video, I don't think there was anything that was necessarily like super standoutish, maybe compared to other videos in someone's eyes. I still think it was a great video. The reason I wanted to pick it, one is because Nick is up and coming, and I think he has
Yeah.
lots of talent. Two, Hanson is mad talented. Uh, so I can help but put this in there. And three, the colors and the way that everything pops in this video is something that's really cool. Like the opening scene is him like in the grass, and
Yeah, that's
I
dope.
don't think
Yeah.
I've ever seen something that looks that green outside. And but I also think it looks good. Like it looks really good,
Yeah.
especially considering the vibe of the track is like really wavy. I think there wasn't any better way to make that look. At least that opening shot and then the clouds. It's just really cool. I think it's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Especially like those city shots too, because it was really dope. It was really dope. So that's why I
Yeah,
wanted to pick this one.
yeah, I don't know if they did anything with the color grading when it comes to the green, or if it really was just that green, but that
Bro,
was pretty crazy.
they
That was
popped
pretty
off,
crazy.
bro.
So
Definitely popped off, bro. For real, for
nice, nice. Well, we're gonna go to one of my favorite parts of this here video. It's called IMPRedits.
real.
But explain to us what IMPRedits are.
Okay, so the edits are impressive. These are impressive edits. The editors
I love it.
did their thing when it comes to a lot of the videos in this section. And I think it's something that is pushing the space forward regarding to the process of this part of making music videos. So that's the title. That's why it's named this.
All right, well let's go ahead and hop into it.
Oh. Oh
Man, the first 30 seconds of that video, I was just kind of like, what the heck
yes,
is
bro.
going on? This is crazy, crazy good.
Exactly. I think any person that can see 1K for you just feels like he's a hip hop artist. He's not even just a saved one or one within the genre. I think someone from the outside looking in are like, oh yeah, I know he does. I know what that guy does.
I know
I think
exactly what he does.
yes, then that's exactly what I feel like Studio did with this music video. Is they enhanced the, for lack of better words, maybe aura that 1K for you has, and kind of just enhance the vibe of this entire song. Let Go Like God. The track has already done numbers, and I think the music video helped it do numbers on the platform that the music video is on.
Mhm.
From like you were saying, it's very eye catching. There's lots going on, like the heat map looking part,
Yeah,
the part of like the 3D 1K view. Like I love that they're trying to add elements of animating into their music videos, and I think it fits really well for their styles,
yeah,
studio style. And what else? The contrast too between 1K view in that pitch black room to
yeah,
the him in the brighter room. I just feel like it's super cool. And then the switch for the second part of the song of him being outside, that just looks amazing and looks spectacular. So that's why I wanted to add this part. This had to be one of the first ones in credits or in impressive edits.
yeah, yeah. He when he ran down the barrel of the gun, I was just kind of like, that's
Dude,
crazy. That was
that's so
crazy.
tough. And I think it could have been a reference to the Ant-Man scene. I think
Right.
during the
Very,
Ant-Man
very
scene.
much so.
Could be wrong, but yeah. So that's super tough. They're super cool. They're super cool.
All right, let's keep it pushing.
Oh,
I just love that song. I love that
bro,
song, man.
yes,
That song's
bro.
crazy.
Oh my
That whole
god,
EP is
oh.
fire.
Yes, bro. Oh my, Loner is one of the best things to be released in 2024. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
It's one of the best things ever.
Destiny's probably like top 5-10 song for me this year. Love Destiny.
Destiny in the water,
Such
bro.
a great song, man.
Dude,
Fire
the
song.
vocals. Oh my golly, I could go on about that, bro, for a long time.
Yeah.
So the Look music video is also by Johnny Clay, and this is one of his dopest videos. It's some of his dopest work. I think top 3 of his videos in my opinion. I really like the intentionality, keeping focus on an eye or like focus
Yeah.
in itself perspective like an eye does. There are a few shots in this where like they're focusing on Ecleso's eyes and like vital parts that he's like rapping. So that
Yeah.
one part where everything else was like what is it? Mosaic or rather pixelated, and you're seeing his eyes, nose, and mouth. And it's like those little details where they're enhancing the things you need to be paying attention to.
Yeah.
On a song that's called Look. So it's like, look at this or look at that. And you could tell they were paying attention when they were in the post process of editing everything, because like those little details, like switching the eyes between RGs and Eclesos. And there's a shot where I believe RG is rapping and they zoom into the back, and I think Ecleso's dancing. So it's like all these
Yeah.
little things that they did. and then vice versa, and they switch the person who's back there. So it's like all those things in the motion that like look like it just fits and it works. So I just really love the way that they looked and they made look like something worth looking at. In this, yeah. So
Nice.
that's and there's this other part where RG is like glitching out, or they're making him look like he's glitching, and then they're like lengthening out a part of the video, so you don't notice it unless you're like paying attention
Ah,
to it. So it's like all these little things where it's like, are you paying attention?
okay.
That I really loved.
I'm about to go back and check it out. Because
Yeah,
the more you talk about it, I'm like, I'm not sure if I picked up all that on my first couple watches, so I'm gonna have to go back and check that
exactly,
one
bro.
out. But
It's fire.
let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Yeah, keep it 100. Yeah, keep it 100. Yeah, keep it 100. Yeah, keep it 100. Keep it 100, gotta keep it real. I never changed for $1.
Oh,
Man, with the headlights, that shot right
dude,
there,
yes,
that was
yes,
tough.
bro.
Very
Dude,
creative.
oh my golly. Yeah, Caleb Gordon and Elias are one of the best like director and rapper duos I think that we've ever had. And
Mm.
that may be a very intense statement, but I think it's true. Elias is very creative in everything that he's done, especially for Caleb. So like those little shots like that one car shot, or
Mhm.
even like shots that happened earlier with like the fonts and the typing and the lettering. I
Yeah.
really like this video because it felt like something that CHH has been needing. I don't know how to explain it other than like it felt very ratchet, but I mean that in a good way. Like it felt very like almost gutter, like felt very street, felt very like very hip hop, very culture. Um, I'm not saying we don't have that in CHH, but I love how chaotic it felt because it fit
Ah.
the vibe of like that almost like overdose kind of vibe. Like but without the overdose, the spirit of the Lord
Yeah, the spirit
overdose, the
overdose.
overdose on your Bible. That's what
Right,
we're overdosing on.
right.
But yeah, so that's what I loved about it, the energy, and how it just kept getting more interesting to look at over time. And it wasn't like thoughtless, like it was very, very, very like attention to detail.
Got you.
So yeah,
Got you.
that's why I had to add this video in there too. I love that guy. Love those dudes.
Got it.
For sure.
All right, we got one more. We got one more in this section of IMPRedits, and then next up we have cinema. So if you're thinking about
Oh,
leaving, don't do it. We got cinema coming up.
let's go.
You see an icon, I see a man down. I was on Hampshire Boulevard, stand up. Look, hands on, real wizard like Gandalf. Real busy, I can't talk. Getting mama for the block. What thoughts? Ha ha. One queen, she would ride or die.
Ah, shoot. Oh, okay. So Jonathan Keith, and Jonathan Clay. Those two are crazy together. If y'all notice, I really love Studios videos. They've been on this list a few times, and it's not because I didn't tap into other music visuals that were released this year. It's just because I'm picking my favorites. But the Man Down music video I felt was really, really cool. I felt like it was edgy, which is John in general. Like he's
yeah.
always pushed past or gone past the musical borders that have been placed up, which I really love about his music. So I felt like that was captured in this, where it's like the idea of someone dying, but not actually
Ah.
dying. It's more so like almost dying to your flesh, or not being the person that everybody sees on stage. And that's what I really liked about the music video's portrayal of that, where it's like this sketched out thing, like you would see in like a NCIS or things like that. Somebody died there, but he's still alive and performing. So there's so many shots where it's like they have that sketched out thing, and then they make tons of them all across the all across the asphalt. And that wasn't even if I'm not mistaken, I think parts of it were done in real life, but I think other parts of it were finished in like in editing. So
Okay.
it got even crazier in that sense, in that aspect. So I think that's what I really appreciated about it. And I could be just reading too much into that, but them adding extra bodies on the ground could be implying that there are other people that are doing the exact same thing. Like they're also beating themselves up behind the scenes, or a different person behind the scene.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's true. I think we all do that. I think
totally, bro.
if we're honest,
Totally.
some people got saved in 2004 and they never sinned again or they never struggled again. So
Facts.
so those people may not identify, but for us regular
Facts.
people, for us
For us
regular
normal
followers of Christ,
humans.
yeah, yeah,
Bro,
we can
facts.
definitely identify. Definitely
Facts, facts,
identify.
facts. So that's totally what I loved about this video. That's why I couldn't help but put it in here. It was too cool. Too
All
cool.
right, all right. So let's go ahead and move to cinema. But there's also another side of the cinema that you want to explain as well. So what is this
Totally.
next section about?
So when you go to a movie theater, there's
Mhm.
something you're watching there. Besides the dope starting ads that they have up there about future movies, I love those. Honestly, those are really cool. But you go to see the film itself, and in these films, you have amazing arcs, or you have an amazing overall plot and story that you're going to watch, and that's
Mhm.
what these videos were to me. Like there was a lot of storytelling, or there was something beyond what you were just viewing with your
Yeah.
eyes and hearing. So that's why I had to put here in this section for cinema.
All right, cool. So let's go ahead and hop into it.
Are you good, bro?
Oh,
I've been on the edge, I'm on the run. Tell me when you fed up or you done. Tell me it don't matter where I'm from. Do you really see me from the inside when I'm stepping on the outside of your dress?
I forgot where I was at for a second. I love that
bro,
song,
I'm
man.
saying, dude, top 3 John Keith songs maybe ever. No Love is one of the dopest tracks ever, dude.
I know that this is your list. Can I just want to talk why I chose that
Yes,
part of the video. Like if
yeah,
you turn it up, like you can hear the voice of somebody saying, like, "Are you good, bro?
uh-huh,
Like, you good?" You can see
yeah,
him like, "Yeah, like I think I'm good." It's
yes,
like it
bro,
goes with the last song of like just being vulnerable. A lot of
yes,
times, some people just don't get John Keith. He
bro,
comes across
come
as
on,
very braggadocious, somebody with a lot of confidence, somebody who just
Mhm.
like oozing with like what's the young word that you guys be using for somebody who
Aura,
yeah, yeah, he just has that
yeah,
to him. But if you listen to his words, he's always talking about how he feels like he
insecure,
feels unsure of himself, and this
yes, bro,
song is about. So even though he has the dance moves, the singing, the rap, and all that type stuff, like he stops, like unsure of himself in the video, and then somebody's like, we're rolling. You're supposed to be still going." And he's just like, "Are you good?" He's just
yes,
like, "This is fire."
bro,
This is probably my
yes,
favorite
bro.
video of the year. So sorry.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. Same. I had to put it here. So the reason I added this video to the list is so this video was made by David Pearsall and Nate Rose. So Nate Rose directed it. Nate
Okay.
Rose actually wasn't on set. Like he actually wasn't on scene to like oversee everything. He was like digital. So he was video called in to like oversee everything. And I believe David is also the director, maybe doing like the what is it, uh, the camera work as well.
Mhm.
Um, super talented. Thieves is the name of the company that did this video. Um, so it's a one take video. We don't get a lot of those in CHH. We
Yeah.
had Still in America from Lecrae. We had a Mago interlude by Dill, and this one. I'm not saying they never happen, but they're harder to
A
do
few.
because yeah, because they're really difficult to make because if you do them wrong, you have to start it all the way over all over again. So it's like it's not very conventional to do, and it's very time
Right.
consuming. Takes a lot of money. But the fact John did it for this song especially is super insane. The dancing in it is crazy.
Crazy.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Dues for like being the choreographer.
Ah.
Um, yeah, bro. Yeah. It's slick. It's slick. But like you were saying, the part in the music video where John stops just hits so hard to me, especially considering the song is talking about he's there's no love like the love of the Lord.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like that anxiousness is being calmed in the song as well, in that in the way that he's kind of talking about like the Lord like loves him in the sense that it's like it can kind of push past all of that, like it can
Yeah.
kind of go
Yeah.
beyond. And the thing is, I almost can't listen to the song without these mini like those small pauses in the video because I never realized how quick the song goes by. I love that the director took the time to add that in.
Oh yeah.
Because kind of giving us a break too, and John a break is like, yo, like, are you doing fine? It's like even when I'm not, like the Lord is still consistent, and I
Mhm.
really like that idea of everything. It's just like it's really cool to me.
Yeah.
That's why I had it here. It's just really it's really like helping us to check in and helping us see that like despite all our many like anxious breakouts, or like despite our second thoughts, or is second thoughts the word? Anyway,
It is.
wondering if we're doing the right thing, it's like God is still consistent. He loves beyond that, and we don't have to put up this facade and act like we're fine in order to reveal or to have that tangible love. So that's
Right.
why I put it here for sure.
Nice. And the next song, the next video just kind of carries a similar theme to it. So let's go ahead and get into it.
I can't get no sleep. Heart so cold, I don't know if it even beat. I believe it help me with my unbelief. Running on knees, swimming in deep waters. That deep water, trying to keep my head above the deep waters.
Yeah, that's tough. That
Yeah,
was
bro.
tough, man.
Dude, when I tell you, I was annoying my little sibling singing the deep waters part. That part was so catchy to me, but also it's just so funny that deep waters, bro. I would like sing that every now and then around the house. And, yo, it was so funny. It was so funny. But yeah,
my kiddos love that too. They're the same way. They're in the backseat, and they're like they're kids. Like they're
yeah,
about to be 7 and 10. So they're like
yeah.
they can hit that note. Like my son can hit it the best. And he be in the
Yes,
back
bro.
killing it, man. Shout out to the homie Ice, man.
Bro, yes, bro. Cray went off on that part. That's I feel like the part of that track where you know it was for Kanye.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
But I love that Lecrae has it. I love that what it adds to like his music now. But in regards to the music video, first of all, oh my god, I think this is the same person that made the what was the name of that video? Spread the Ops video. That's why they
okay,
kind of have like that's why they have like a similar vibe, black and white, like that like kind of spooky kind of feel.
Yeah.
And I just really like a lot of the shots in this video, but overall, like I love how they kept with the theme of lifting me up, like lift me up. Like this is a scene where Lecrae is picked up by this shadow, and like they had him on ropes, and it's like that scene is just so cool looking, dude. It's so fire.
Yeah.
It's I've never seen anything like that within CHH, within the genre. Like anything in a video that's like that visually dope, bro, or that like that pushes the theme forward. And then there's a scene at the end where it looks like he's running, and then he's slowly being like taken into the air. So it's like those little things of like lift me up, like that theme, it is just so dope. And it's like him being bombarded by people that are like asking him questions. It's him overfilling a cup, and it's like he's so overwhelmed, and it's like God, like help. And then, it's like you're seeing this. So yeah.
Then that part where they're all pointing at him, he just like backs up against the wall.
Yes, bro.
Like
yes.
I felt like the funny thing, I felt the song first. Like, when I first heard the song, I was just kind of like, I don't think I like that. And I listened to it for like a few weeks, and then I heard it, and I listened to it like 2 or 3 times in a row, and I felt it immensely. Then when I saw the music video, like I literally was in tears. I'm like, what's wrong with me? Like, am I just having a rough day? Is my mental health okay? But it really is. Like, it's a really good song, really good video. It feels like Lecrae is continuing to get better, and I don't know how.
Yeah, no, seriously. And that's like another part of like you crying makes so much sense, because I feel like the video enhanced the idea that us as just a person can't do everything that God could do for us. Like us trying to handle everything on our own is not going to work. It's like they showed like the water overfilling. They showed like the ice cube like turning into water. And it's like these ideas that like on our own we're going to run dry. We're going to reach the limit. But it's like with God, something outside of us, like we're being lifted up, and like we're being brought to a better place. And I also like the fact that they didn't give like God a skin color, like they used the shadow. So it's like it's not implying anything, not bringing race into it, just the idea that it is something that we can't explain, or like we barely see. So yeah, that's why I had to put this in here too. It was super clean, bro. Super clean.
There's just so many things I can say about it, and it just kind of really goes back to our conversation, saying like for those people, if you got saved in 2006 and you never sinned since, and you never needed him to lift you up since the day you got saved,
bro,
I don't know what to tell you, but like I literally need this daily. I need the gospel daily. I need to be encouraged that there's no love like John Keith. I need to be
Come on.
reminded that he can lift me up like Lecrae. And the visuals of both these videos, I thought that they nailed
Facts.
it.
Amen.
But yeah, let's and then also like you mentioned the shadow. Like there's a scripture where it talks about being under the shadow of the Almighty. So it's just like kind of
Oh,
like
yes.
it pulled in like it pulled that in too for me. So I was just like, yeah, probably one of my favorite videos of the year. We can
Yes,
keep
bro.
talking about that video for a long time. So let's
Facts,
go
bro.
ahead and keep moving.
Go to Jesus so he can see what he owns. That's the least that he's owed. My life a musical, it's sad but it's beautiful. This my eulogy, I know it's confusing you. You think I'm a fool, well I'm glad the feeling is mutual. I hope you still come to my
Bro.
Yeah, I never heard this artist before.
Bro.
I love this music video though.
Yes,
Love
bro.
it.
So for those who don't know, that was Isaac Quazo, with his song Loose Leaf. I'm forgetting the name of the director right now, but this music video was actually made for a YouTube channel called J Stu. They're like a big Christian uh run YouTube channel, but it's not like a Christian channel. But they have godly morals behind the content that they release, and they made a music video budget challenge vid where people had different types of budgets. They were given a certain amount of money to make a music video, and I believe he got the second biggest budget for this music video.
Oh wow.
Of the video, yeah. So, the idea of the song just feels very peaceful and it feels very calm, and I feel like the music video portrays that idea very well. But then it's like you're having these battles with maybe like an inner temptation or something like that comes out of nowhere, and this video goes from peaceful to chaotic, and then he triumphs in the end. So it's like just him talking about he believes what the Lord wrote, and all these little things and all those aspects like can be kind of seen in that battle between maybe him and his flesh or whatever
Mhm.
that person is meant to be. And I just really like the vibe. I like really like the blue he has on and like the yellow from the ground, and it's like that table. It's just really cool, bro. It's just really lit. I just really like the simplicity of it. So I had to put that there too. It honestly
Yeah.
could have gone in either this one or like the frame that just based off its look. So I feel like it was just too good to ignore. Also had to show
Yeah.
love to the new artists out there. The
Yep,
up
you
and
got to.
comers.
And that's part of the reason why I love having people on the platform because it's impossible. Like CHH is a little big space. I always say it. Like
Yes,
it's
bro.
impossible. Like we are a subgenre, but we're large. We're like a large little
Yes.
genre over here.
Yes.
So I love bringing you guys on so you guys
Dude.
can put me on. So I get put on to people all the time.
Dude.
So we got one more in the cinema category. Then after that, we have a topic or a section called world building. So
Let's go.
so you still don't want to leave yet. I'm gonna keep on with
Yes.
these teasers because I don't want you guys to miss out. So
Let's go. I was
we
gonna
got-
add something to what you said too. I was listening.
Go
to
ahead,
you
go
say
ahead,
that-
go for it.
I was listening to you say that with DeMarzio and Swiss about
Yeah.
like a little big space, and it's like I think I was saying our space is like a grandma's purse, where it's like a lot can fit in it, but it looks really small. Like there can be a whole heck of a lot in there, but
Exactly,
like
bro.
it's still not a duffel bag. So it's like you'd be surprised what you find when you're within CHH. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to add.
Yeah, because grandma she'll pull a mint out of her purse. She'll pick some lip balm. Then she'll pull out
Dude,
a whole stack. She'll pull out $1,000. You'd be like, Grandma, you ain't worked since.
yes,
So you're right. There's a lot in the grandma's purse, man.
heck, bro.
A whole lot.
Seriously, bro. Seriously, dude. A whole umbrella, bro.
Let's get-
Whole umbrella.
A whole-
Where'd that come from?
Literally, it's starting to rain, and don't worry
Bro.
about it, baby. And she pulls out a whole umbrella, the one that go over your head like this, so no one can still
Yes.
see. Yeah, she got one of them. She got one of them joints. You
Bro,
got one of them
literally, bro.
joints.
Yes,
You
totally.
in church?
dude.
You in church talking? She pull out a ruler. She pull out everything, and that's a good. That's what CHH is.
Yes, bro. Exactly.
Grandma's purse. Let's keep moving.
Grandma's purse.
If we talking about my God, then I'm tripping. I know all about him, I'm a witness. Ain't worried about a thing, he the pilot, so I'm chilling up. You better not disrespect my father's name, you know I'm tripping. Lord, your will shall be done, I can't abort the mission. Used to be a lover of blue faces.
Let's go. Okay, so shout out to Kiaja and Dizzy Live. That was Dizzy Live's song, What We Talking, I believe. Making this music video, I believe she going into this was having the idea of like protesters or like Christian protesters standing up for their faith. and she put out a poll about
Cool.
that, or she put out a post, I think, asking others to like come out for the video, fly out or drive out there, make their own posters and stuff like that. To me, this felt like, how do I put this? This felt ratchet in a good way again, and I I gotta stop saying that. I gotta find a better way to say that. But what I mean by that is, whereas in a mainstream or like secular hip hop video,
Yeah.
you'd see like pistols and like weapons and drugs. I feel like this was that, but Christian, in the way where like she's flashing her Bible in random parts of the video. They got the posters. It's like in that sense, it's like it feels very tied in with the song, where it's like we're talking about the Lord. That's what we're talking
Got it.
about. Like we're talking about him. We're representing him without shame. So yeah, that's why I put this one in here.
Nice.
Also, Dizzy Liv is super tough. Y'all gotta listen to her music, bro. She's gonna go a lot of places, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of places, dude. A lot of places.
Yeah, we're definitely we're in a space where the ladies in Christian hip hop are killing it. They're out, and it's hard to ignore.
Facts.
If you're ignoring it, then like either you're actively ignoring or you just haven't given it a shot yet. So let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Let's go to world building. Let's talk about that section before we kick it off.
They might think world building and storytelling are similar. They're not, but they do compare in some ways. World building is not necessarily telling a story, but is more so building the idea of the song. So it's not necessarily a theme of the video. It's not necessarily anything like that, but it does feel like you're getting a visual representation of what the song is, or it's giving you a visual like way to see who the artist is. So that's why I had to make this section a little bit different from the previous.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into it.
Gets heavy, kinda cloudy, kinda dark. Sometimes I'm only pissed. Minded my business, diagnosis just a name game. Trying to make a hit without a deal. Now what's my name, gang? 3-5 from your mama's side, from the same lane, same block, living different lives, different games.
Let's go. 350. He had a solid year, by the
3-5
way.
from
too.
the east side.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
bro. Mikey is one of my favorite in the space, bro, for multiple reasons. He's so dope. He's so humble too. This was directed by Roz, and it's the Nueve 56 video. Wow, I sounded really Latin when I said that. Hold on, that was kind of cool. Okay, but yeah. So, the reason I chose this video is in the song 350 is talking about his experiences growing up, where he came from, things he witnessed, unfaithfulness within the church, all these things. And if you look at the video, you only notice one other person in the entire music video, and it's on the train. So that's what I really liked about it, is this idea that we're hearing about his life and we only see 350.
Yeah.
So it's like we're in his world, we're in like his mind, his head. And the other person in that train was Blaine Taylor, who has worked with 350. They're like close. And he also did production for promotional use only with Andy Mineo.
Oh wow.
So they were, yeah. So having him there too is kind of cool, because it's like showing who 350 has in his current life while talking about his past life.
Okay, got you.
So or previous parts or younger parts in his years or something like that. So that's why I put this one here for world building, because I feel like it built the story, or built 350 as a person in this track perfectly.
Got you. I like it.
Let's go.
I like it. Let's keep going.
Bet.
God, it's your mama, yeah, I'm proud of you. Shay got them haters off, and all the ones that died of you. Since a little dog, man, I seen what's inside of you. Yeah, boy, ain't need a royalty, God resides in you. It's the Batman, I came in here to spit the truth. You got me bent like Harvey Dent, I'ma split the game in two.
Oh,
Let's go, Bats.
dude, I love Bats, bro. Bats is so dope. Okay, so I got to interview Bats 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And bro, speaking with him is always super cool. Like he's super dope. He's super like humble, wise. Like he's got a lot of knowledge, man, in a lot of ways in his thinker. But I won't give away his trade secrets. I don't know if that'd be cool. But he's posted shorts and TikToks of the Proud of You music video, and there's one with this look, and then there's one with the actual footage that the camera's quality was at, and it was super high quality. And I love the idea that Bats is willing to make something look older, even though he has the up-to-date technology. So that's why I put it here for world building, because
Yeah.
Bats could easily just release a video that looks very nice,
Yeah.
like objectively, but he chooses to make it stylistic. Considering boom bap is like an older sounding genre or part of the space
Yeah, it fits
or
the
part of
aesthetic. Yeah.
rap. Yes. So it's like you're going back in time with Bats and you're in his song now. Like this is his track, this is his space, this is his earth, like in that song. So that's what I really liked about it, regarding the noise in the video and it feeling almost like a film from the 80s or further back. So that's why I put this one here. I love the way that he makes his videos. And I love the way he does the filming, especially that this was one take as well. In some senses, there were
Mhm.
some cuts, but it felt like you were just traveling with him wherever he went.
Yeah.
So that's why I put this one in here too.
Dope. I do remember your video with Bats. That's when I found out that you were Miles Morales. I was like, oh
Yes,
snap.
bro.
That's when collectively the Twitter CHH world stopped. Like, wait a minute.
Bro,
Miles Morales is a Christian hip hop fan? That's crazy.
dude,
Crazy time.
that was so funny. I remember everybody like being like, "This you?" or like so like that. Somebody, I think it was who was it? It was either Q Flow or Scribe, and they had this video of like 5 dudes with froze, and like it was one of the funniest things ever. It was like a GIF or
Yeah.
something like that.
That
That was one of
a
the
fun
funniest
time.
things ever. People thought I was Caucasian for the longest time until that.
No,
I should have put up the facade for a little longer. I'm kidding. Let me stop. I'm joking.
and it's funny because like I mean I was just talking with my homie Lank about this. We need more people of color cover Christian hip hop. I know that
Yeah,
may
bro.
be taboo, and I know somebody probably might get upset with me saying it, but we do
Yeah.
need it. We need it
Totally,
because
bro.
sometimes I feel like I'm trying to keep my words, choose my words well.
Yeah.
Sometimes not being a part of the culture can keep you from seeing things or understanding things that
Mm.
may happen.
Ooh.
And if a lot of the voices may not understand that, they can
Mhm.
draw their conclusions, which is cool.
Yeah.
Everybody's entitled to their conclusions, being
Mhm.
subjective and all that stuff. But like, if enough people are doing that, it can create people to think that things are a certain way. And I'm just kind of like, you don't quite
Yes.
understand this particular thing. And I know that
Facts. Facts.
that may get me in trouble, but there needs to be more people of color covering
Bro,
Christian hip hop. So
to your point, on 24, I believe, Swoop's project from a few years
yeah.
ago, there's a song that he has called Ghost Dad. And I love that song so freaking much,
Oh
bro.
gosh,
Like,
yeah.
dude, I okay, I'm not saying it's solely a black experience. First of all, that would be extremely racial and inaccurate, but it is common. It is common in minority communities for there not to be a dad in the home, and I
Mhm.
am one of those people who has experienced that. So to hear that from Swoop, it's like, oh, like I'm not alone, or I'm not the only one that doesn't have a great
Yeah.
relationship with that part of my family. So I think seeing yourself in the art is one thing, but I think or seeing yourself in the music. And I think it's another thing to see yourself in content as well. It's like
Yeah.
not only because like the Justin Sarah chicks, he's not white though. He's Puerto Rican. Shout out to my fellow Puerto
Shout out to
Ricans.
the
And you know, like we have like the fast breaks and we have the proper XLs, which isn't run by a white person. But I'm saying these things to say, like, I think people need to see more people like them as well in every aspect of the genre, not just in the just in the music, but in the graphic designers, in
Yeah.
the who make the cover arts, and the people who make the music videos. I just think it's important because it's like we love hip hop too. Like every one of us loves hip hop, so it's
Yeah.
like why not see more of us everywhere, more Latinos, more everybody. So
Yeah.
I think it's
I'm
really
with
dope.
you.
I think it's really dope to see.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Let's go.
That
Bro.
reminds me of the energy from Lil Boy from HGA1.
Yeah.
That
Oh my
same
god,
energy.
bro.
I
Oh my
love it.
god.
I
Yes,
love it.
bro. Dude, that's the perfect bro. That's the perfect way to like combine KP's like
Watch out, Lil
catalog, bro,
Boy.
or like map it up. Yes, watch out, little boy.
That
Ah!
joint went hard.
Bro, That song is so crazy, bro. That song is so crazy, and it fits with this one a lot, especially.
Yeah.
But the reason I added this video, first of all, and he's saying it's not safe, but he's not saying like physically not safe, like you're in danger. But I like that the video does have that idea where it's like he's setting cars on fire, like
Yeah.
he's in like shady looking studios, like he's doing all these crazy things. He's in a what is it? The back of a truck,
Yeah.
or like a mail truck that looks like it has a lot of money, but it wasn't money. It was a facade the whole time. So it's like all these intentional things. Like he's watching his reels, and he's like seeing the numbers on a monitor while he has the mic in front of him, almost implying that there are people who create for numbers or statistics. So it's like all these things, like he's calling all these the people out visually in a way where it's like almost like it's not safe for them, like they can't do this anymore, or almost implying like it's not a great place to be when it comes to creating. And I just love that whole vibe of the music video where it's like it feels dangerous, like it feels like an action film, like it feels like you're on the edge of your seat while you're watching the entire thing. And the editing on it is just beautiful.
It is.
There's a part where he's not actually setting a car on fire. It's like a model that looks like the car he fake set on fire. If you look close enough, you can tell, but in the moment you can't. So it looks really cool. It's very convincing. So that's why I had to put this one here. I feel like it fits the song very well. I feel like it fits that feeling perfectly in that way of it not being safe in multiple different ways, in multiple different lanes for multiple different people. So yeah, I had to add that there. It's so clean. So clean.
All right, well, let's keep going.
Let's go.
Man, what can you say?
Dude, this one was also by Johnny Clay, in studio, I believe. And dude, this video is just so insane. Like there's so many shots in there that are just so like cool to look at. There's one where Dylan is like in a forest, and like there's so many forest scenes that just look so good, like the sun coming from the back shining off of his hat, like off his dreads, and then there's like this one shooting from below him. Like there's so many cool shots, creative editing styles of like him on one part of the video and then something under him or above him. I think the video fit the theme of Renaissance very well because it feels edgy in the sense of it's very stylistic, it's very artistic. It feels like you're walking through a museum watching the music video almost, because there's so many little things. It's like it looks cool to look at. Like there's so many shots and bro, it's like so many edits. Even like the spinning thing where it's like a mask of a crowd and it was spun, like that doesn't happen a whole ton in the way it was done there. I remember Nate pointing that out in a reaction that he had to it. So it was just super cool. It was just super dope. Also somebody I know was talking about like the art from the single Renaissance that I believe was inspired by this music video, or the music video came first and the art came from that, where it's no big deal in the frame covered by those like almost flower looking things. And somebody was even like, why wasn't that the art for like the people we became? Like that looks like it's tough.
Crazy good.
So yeah, man, it was just that idea of it looking like paintings or looking like something that's worth having a frame around it. Honestly, this could have gone and framed that, but it was too good not or it was too good to just be there for me. So yeah, so I had to have it in world building. It fit Renaissance perfectly.
Nice. Sounds good. And we have one final category, 4 more videos, and the title of these are
Fantastic Four,
category of Innovate. So that's kind of self-explanatory, but do you have anything to add?
Heck yeah. Not really. I just feel like some of these videos push the space forward in regards to the way they do videos. Some of them might seem like things we've seen before, but in the way they look or in the way they go about a thing, I think it's a way that we can do more content in the space, or can approach it. So that's what this one had to be.
Got it. Let's do it.
Like that. Took a couple to the chin, now I'm rolling through the wind. When they coming for the kid, he won't fight back. Close my eyes, fatherless.
let me know what is your plan. All of this anxiety from a phone inside my head, so it's time to throw it out. I just wanna know what is life really about.
Yep,
Bro.
yep. And this is one of those videos that makes you enjoy the song even better.
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
Yes.
great job with
Yes.
this video.
I'm spinning when he's gliding. Bro. Yeah. So the reason I added this one is obviously because it's like a Pixar film. Like, what the frick?
Yeah,
It's the new Up. Like him and his
yeah,
girl like going on an adventure, flying. Like it takes the idea of top spinning to a different level where it's like, okay, I thought I knew what he meant here, and then it's like, no, like he's on a plane or like his homemade plane and they're flying away. It's very like fun. It's very vibrant,
yeah.
and it feels very like bubbly. Made by Elias. He actually animated that video, so it's like he does
That's
so
crazy.
much, bro. He does so much, and we've had animated like vids before. Like I remember one of my first introductions was on TX10 to Brinson's music, and he had a
Yeah.
animated music video a while back ago that was super
Mhm,
tough and still stands up, like still up to par to this day.
mhm.
We had Andy Mineo had some animated music videos,
Lecrae
or
with
and
Zombie.
yes, bro, Marty.
Yep,
Like
Marty.
there've been tons in the space in Social Club. Like there have been tons that just look really, really, really cool. We don't have a lot of 3D animated ones, and I can understand why. Um, so I think that would be really cool. Just more people making animated music vids or even 3D animated music videos. It's just really cool to look at. So that's what I wanted to put in here. For those reasons. Sounded like
Nice.
Shark Tank.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
As long as eyes on me, yeah. Stay up in your presence, I need peace. I'll be calling till the morning. Focus on your calling, so I know where I'm going when I'm following your promise. Gift on me just like I bought it. I hear it in the silence. I'm just giving you my soul. Okay.
Ah!
All right, let's keep
Bro.
going. That's a new song for me. I never heard that song before or saw the video
Oh
before I did
God.
the homework for this video.
Dude. Okay, yeah, there's a lot to say about this. Okay, so this song is Caden Jordan, 2V and Nada, and the song is What I Need. And this track was made in a night. So they said they made this track in a night. So they all live in different parts of the US, and they were like all around each
Oh,
other for like a day or some amount of time, and they made this song and shot the video the same night, I believe.
wow.
And that's why I put this video here, because it feels like that youth. It feels like nostalgic, but it also feels like we're in the spur of the moment, like we're just enjoying our life. We're enjoying like our ages. We're enjoying this time just to be
That's really
alive.
good.
Like going to the gas station, just running back, and like having it shot on the type of camera it was shot on, or even with the type of effects that were put on top of it. It just feels really artsy. It feels like really almost not cryptic, but it just feels very, how do I put it? It feels very youthful, and it feels very exciting. It feels fun. It feels like FOMO almost, like you wish that you were a part of this like group within the
Got
music
it.
video. So yeah, man, it was 2V, Nada, and my bro, Caden Jordan. And dude, they're just really talented. So I'm excited to see how far they go in this coming year, man. And dude, Caden is so tough, bro. Like you gotta hear his music. He has a whole project that came out recently.
Okay.
That's really good, bro. Really, really
I'll
good,
give it some
bro.
ears,
Really
man.
good. Really good. Yeah, for sure, for
All
sure.
right, we got two more up. We got two more up.
Christian music or music that Christians use. I looked for Jesus and I didn't see him on the news. Saw him in Palestine, the power lines were out of juice. He was a 9-year-old, her body had been battered, bruised. Saw him in Zion too, a missile through a tattered roof. A father clinging to his child, pleading out to you.
Yeah, that's a dope song. I often adapt those lyrics because I get frustrated with Christian YouTube or YouTube that Christians use because it's just so much. I understand you got to get clicks, you got to get people, you
Yeah.
got to get eyes on your content, but man, I feel like these people are like storm chasers. They sit in white vans outside of people's churches and houses trying to find the next thing to talk about, and
Totally.
it's just like, do you actually like, are you trying to build the body, or are you just trying to tear
Come
everybody
on,
down?
bro. Come on.
I feel like that's definitely this song kind of. Let's talk about the video.
Dude, no, I love that. I love that you said that and explained it that way. So this video makes me, bro. I love this video so much. It gives a similar vibe to some of the visuals or the font choice of Chance the Rapper. Like Chance the
Yeah,
Rapper's,
yeah,
yeah, he has like a specific kind of text, and that seems like a similar one to the font they use, which I feel like fits the poetic and like very wordy and lyrical, intentionally lyrical
yeah.
vibe of Imago Interlude, produced by On Beat Music. Shout out On Beat.
Shout out to OB.
Bro, legend. But the
Absolutely.
reason I like this video is Nate and David just did their thing on it, bro. Like Thieves is so tough. They did the Fieldhouse freestyle music vid like years ago.
Okay.
That's so clean. They've done a Mowgli the Iceberg music video, just a ton of things. But the reason I love this one specifically is just the camera work. It's a one take video similar to that of No Love. But the way it's done is like it was on these tracks that were going around No Big Deal. But in order for it to look the way it does, No Big Deal is moving while they're moving the camera. So that's why it almost never catches up to his face when it's spinning. So
That's
it's like
crazy.
it's just like those little things where it's like he's moving, they're moving
Mm,
around him, but you're seeing the room around, and it's like it gets faster, like the crazy, like the more intense what he's saying gets, the background starts to blur, like all these things, and it's like it's showing the intensity and the anger and even like the importance of that of those topics and of what No
yeah.
Big Deal is saying, and
It's like a
that's what I just
righteous
really love
anger.
about it. Yes, bro. And that's what I love about even the camera coming off, and then it slows down near the last parts of the track.
And then
So
it
the
just stops.
video, yes. And then
Yeah.
No Big Deal walks off. So it's like that's what I love about this video is like the fact that it's so it can be seen as like basically nothing, just a few words like a lyric video, but it's not. Like it's so much that goes into it and went into that video. So that's why I had to put it here. It just built that feeling
Yeah.
perfectly for me.
Dope. Dope. Well, we got one last video, the 20th video of this video. So let's go ahead and get
Come
into it.
The way to life. Maybe cause we got a vice. Maybe cause we got a vibe. When it's time to die, every single night, I don't gotta get high. All I gotta do is swipe. Mine is a busybody. Mine floating like a kite. I'ma grab it from the sky. Ask my daddy if he has it, can he make it happy? Can he make it light?
Let's do it. Let's do it. I like there's a lot of subtle things in that video that I really like, but I'll let you go ahead and kick it off.
No, I want to hear your take. Actually, I want to hear your take real quick. I'm
I
curious.
just like how like it looked like she was like in the lens of a camera as
Yes,
they were
bro.
shooting at one point, and then
Yes.
then it was like a bullseye, and
Yes.
then there was a target. So it's like these different these different circles just around her, like the light shining through this
Yes,
building.
bro.
Those shots were great with her locks. Then just her just sitting there with like everybody knows that Jackie's pen is really, really, really dope. And just the shot of her just sitting there, just kind of writing. I thought that was dope too. So
Bro,
it's a really simple but strong video.
dude. So that's the thing I gotta say too. I was asleep, bro, till like she joined Reach. I knew of Jackie O'Perry and I heard about her a lot, but I never listened to any of her music until the recent thing she put out. And I was like, bro, what was I thinking? Bro, her lyricism is probably top 6 in the entire space. And I'm not saying
Yeah.
that to be funny, not saying this like for people to be like, okay, then who are the other ones? But like, she's literally one of the dopest spitters I've heard in my years on this earth, bro.
And it's just
But
it's what she's saying, but also it's like the enunciation. Because some people are really good at bars, but they don't speak clearly. It's
yes,
like
bro.
you know what they're saying, but it's like they're not enunciating their words very well. And then she's really good at creating songs too. And I feel like a lot of times the people who are very lyrical, they have a hard time condensing it down to 16 and putting out a
Come
good
on.
song. And
Come
and I
on.
know that she I know she hurt a lot of feelings this year. A lot of people got triggered. But
Yeah, totally. Yeah, man.
I'm okay with. I mean, I was okay with her statement. Maybe because I'm not an artist, it didn't bother me as much. And then also, like, I'm just a fan of people having their own opinions.
Yes, bro.
I'm a
The
fan
thing
of it.
is too, only spitters can make a statement like she made. If it was somebody who like
Right.
has a horrible pin, I think more people would have been
Yeah.
mad. But because it's Jackie, it's like, I mean, she can out rap a lot of the space. So it's like it makes sense why, even if she wasn't tapped in, it makes sense as to why she would make that statement, because there aren't a lot of people that are up to par with a Jackie Hill Perry or a
Yeah. Yeah.
Swoop or a
Yeah.
Jay Monty. So it's
Yeah.
like it wasn't a correct statement, but in
Right.
some way, shape, and form, it kind of can be. So
Yeah. It's almost
so
like there's a clip of Kobe talking about like the state of the NBA before he passed away. I still can't believe he's gone. I still can't believe
bro,
he's gone.
literally, bro.
Such a crazy thing to wrap my head around. But there's a moment where he's just kind of like, where he's almost kind of like, yeah, like there's nobody's like really hooping for real. And it's just kind of like him saying it, you're just kind of like, Kobe gets to say that.
Right.
I'm sorry.
And
Like
if a rookie
Kobe
was
gets to
saying
say
it, we're
that.
just like, who
Yeah.
is this guy?
Yeah, but
Exactly.
if it's like Smush Parker or like somebody, sorry, Smush, that was
That
unprovoked.
was such a stray.
It was an attack. Some people don't even know who Smush Parker is, but
I don't. That's what was funny about it too. I just
yeah. So that was my fault. My fault. He'll never see this, but that was an attack. Oh,
Dude, that's so funny, bro. That's so funny. But but to the reasoning behind picking the Psalm 88 music video. First of all, Jackie had great lyric videos all year, bro. Like they were
oh yeah,
beautifully shot, beautifully colored, like super cool, like vibes and scenes. Her sitting in a room alone and all these things, like they're super cool. But the Psalm 88 video was cool to me because I just really like how her verse and Sunday's part of the song are distinct, whereas she's in all these circles and like in her head, in her mind, questioning all these things, thinking out loud. Like she feels very like claustrophobic almost. Like she
yeah,
feels very stuck in a box like for a long part of the song. And I feel like that's kind of what the circle entails. It's like she has to focus, but she's also stuck. So it's like we're focusing on her. She's on the nose as to what she's talking about, hence like the bullseyes maybe, and like the other circular objects. But Sunday's like out and he's free. Like he's only got steps. He can only go higher, and it's like all these little parts. And he's like speaking to God, and it's almost worship, whereas she's dealing with her walk as he goes on. So it's almost like this idea of somebody who's worshiping the Lord in a way, and like somebody who's like questioning these things, but still loves God. And it almost shows what those look like visually. And I feel like it built the idea of the Psalm 88 song very well. I thought it looked really cool. It was just really dope, bro.
yeah,
It was so, it felt very chill. It felt
yeah.
like it felt
And then Sunday killed his feature on there too. He's an
yeah.
amazing artist.
Is Sunday in the US?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so either, and that's what I found interesting about the video was that like they're in two totally different places and they still made it look like
Yeah,
one video.
yeah,
And it works.
yeah.
It works. It's not like he's in one other place and she's in somewhere totally different. Like it's like it made sense. It made
Yeah.
sense. So that's what I liked about it too. It was like that was really cool to me. That was really, really cool.
Well, great, man. I appreciate you stopping by, man, because nobody
Thank you
knows
for having
more
me, bro.
about Christian hip hop music videos than you, the directors, how they tie into one another, their past videos. Nobody knows more than you. So I
Thank you,
love
bro. I
bringing
swear to God.
and sharing this platform with people who are very knowledgeable when it comes to Christian hip hop. At the time of the recording of this video, your video that you just dropped is not out. But by the time this drop, that video will be out. So give us a 1 or 2 minute teaser of what that video is in case people check this out and then they want to hop over to support you.
Yeah, okay. So, if you're watching it on YouTube, it's essentially called The Dangers of Viral Christian Music. And if you're watching it on Instagram, it's a post with Fazbreak, my homies at Fazbreak. And it's similar title, like the Dangers of Viral Christian Artist or something like that, or virality in Christian music. One of the two.
Yeah.
But it's the idea that us as a space is growing, but it's also going to bring in wolves, and it's going to bring in people that act like they love God or act like they care about the Father in souls, but in reality they just want funding, they just want cash, they just want careers, they just want to be known. And CHH as sad as it is to say, that is a simple place for it to happen. It can happen easily in the space, and it's very easy to do well here. And I'm not saying there are people doing that
Yeah.
that you already know. I don't know who that could be in the space. If there is someone like that already, all I'm saying is if it hasn't happened, it will. And if it has happened, then the video explains
Yeah.
the reasoning.
Yeah.
The reason. But
And yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out. Because I mean, there's biblical precedent for it, like Simon the sorcerer, in the Bible.
Come on.
He was kind of following around. Basically, he was a magician. And you had another young lady that was following around the apostles, saying that, hey, these are people are speaking the goodness of the Lord, and they were like, you're just following us because for clout, basically. And then
Come on.
There's passages in I believe in Philippians that talk about things being done for vainglory and things like that. I think it's Philippians. So I think your video, I haven't watched it yet, but the topic of it seems very very in tune with the Word of God, and it's very consistent with what has always happened since the inception of the church. So looking forward to it. You guys can see his handle on the screen. You got something else, Bars?
Yeah. I just wanted to add on to what you were saying. Yeah, totally. So this is going to sound mad charismatic of me, and that is completely fine because I'm Pentecostal. But
Let's go.
The reasoning, I felt like a scripture the Lord gave me for the video. I tend to put a verse at the end of the videos, because that's just something personal conviction. But one of the scriptures two of the scriptures the Lord was giving me were actually in Philippians, essentially just saying that, like, even though their intentions might not be right, the Word of God is still being put out there. So it's like, this will happen. It's bound to happen. Maybe it already has happened. But the important part is that people are still hearing about the Lord.
Yep.
Even if these people get views, even if these people do end up having thriving catalog, discographies, collabs, and all these moments, like, the Word of God is still going to be heard.
Yep.
So it's like, it sucks, but at the same time, there are benefits.
Yep.
So for the kingdom. So that's what I was going to add. Sorry, bro, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. You're good, because sometimes, I mean, people feel like they have to be God's Ghostbusters and go down and try to shoot all the people down, but it's just like,
exactly,
like, it's foolproof. Like, God is God.
Come
like, He's
on.
sovereign. Like, we don't have to like, there are times where we should and we do those things, but like, we really have to just understand that God is other. We always say, like, oh, God's not playing checkers, He's playing chess. No, He's playing something completely different in chess. So,
bro,
like,
there's no game like the game he's playing, bro, at all.
No,
like,
chess is not even
witnessed.
No, chess is not what God is playing. It's
Facts.
different. It's different,
bro.
And it doesn't fit in our brains.
Facts, bro. God is both judge and witness. He sees everything that's going on, and he judges it all. So it's like, he doesn't need somebody to be like, hey, God, you saw that, right? You saw that dude. Like, hey, Lord, over here. That guy is shooting someone. I don't know if you noticed. You're omnipresent, so you're seeing everything at once. I just need your attention right here. It's like, he saw it already. He saw it already. So it's like, we don't have to, unless he leads, we don't have to expose anybody. It's just our job to make sure that we don't become the thing we're trying to expose.
That's
true. So it's like, so yeah, man. That's he's judged, bro.
And making sure that you're not, in the process of you trying to run your YouTube channel, you're not slandering people. You're not gossiping. And you're like, we have to be careful. Or I'll say, I try to be very careful in how I cover this space. And so we can go off on the tangent, because both of us definitely love rabbit trails, and we can go down them. So we have come to an end.
Totally,
of this video. We gotta figure out more ways to collab. We do this a few times a year. It probably needs to happen more often. But Bars, once again, I appreciate you stopping by. You guys see his handle on the screen. You see my handle on the screen as well. So I guess this is it. This is the end. So until next time, peace in, confusion out, and be positive. Hey, what's going on, positive people? Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Make sure you like, share, and leave a comment below of your thoughts on this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Be positive, y'all.